Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Highway 21 Gunner Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. So Highway 21 is a new brand to us here at RevZilla, and they're really going after the cafe cruiser segment with their leather jackets. Now, these are going to be entry-level leather jackets that aren't going to break the bank, but they are going to give you full leather construction with CE-level armor and then maximum ventilation work throughout, especially when we're looking at the Gunner. You're looking at 12 vents throughout this leather jacket, making it perfect for those of you looking to wear leather 3 seasons out of the year into the warmer months. Now this is going to come in around the $360 to $400 price point depending on the size you're going to go with. Sizes will range from a small up to a 4XL, and the small through extra large coming around that $360 price point, where if you're getting up into a 3 or a 4XL, you're now looking around the $400 mark. As far as sizing is concerned, Mr. McHugh on my left-hand side, he stands at 6 foot, has a 45-inch chest, and he weighs in at a 225-pound mark. We have him in a size large. Now, according to the size chart from Highway 21, Pat should actually be in a size extra large. So we were able to size him down, and you're going to see it fits him spot on. So when you're looking at the Gunner jacket, it is going to be a little bit more that American boxy cut to this, and it is going to be a generous cut. So just keep that in mind. We would recommend that even if you are a little bit rounder in the belly, you would still want to probably size down from what the size chart is recommending for you. Now there's 2 different colors available. There is a gunmetal version, and we have Mr. McHugh wearing the black version on my left-hand side. Like I said earlier, around the $360 to $400 price point, this is going to be your top-of-the-line jacket from Highway 21. If you want something with a little bit less venting and maybe a little bit more of a cafe style, you could take a look at the Gasser. The Gasser is going to be a little bit below this one. You're not going to get the vents, and you're not going to get the waterproof protection that's built into the thermal vest that we're seeing with the Gunner. So breaking this down from the top on through, simple band collar. At the very top of this, as we work our way down, you are getting CE-level protection at the shoulders, at the elbows. The full construction throughout this is going to be genuine leather. It's not going to be top grain leather. So again, that's where some of this price savings is coming into play. It's not going to have that same thick feel and hand that you would get from something that's a top grain leather. You're still getting leather that's coming in around a 1.0 to 1.1 mil grade cowhide on the Gunner jacket, which is a slight step up from what we saw with the Gasser. And you're getting maximum ventilation. So as we work our way down the arms, again, there's 6 different vents baked into this jacket. So we're going to start with the arm, or the vents on the arms rather. You are going to have a vent on the exterior of the bicep to help push airflow up over top of the shoulders. And then at the forearm on this, you have a 2-way vent with 2-way auto-locking YKK zips. If you push that top zipper down, you're going to have airflow pushing up from the arm. And then again, if you go in the other direction, you're going to be able to access the inside of the jacket to be able to remove that thermal liner. And again, you can see right here, if I pull this back a little bit, that thermal liner will have color-coded snaps to make sure it's very easy to get in and out of the jacket in those warmer months of the year when you're not going to be utilizing the thermal option. So as we work our way down the chest on this, you are going to have dual chest vents on either side. This is a little bit of a step up over what we saw with the Gasser. The one thing that we talked about was you had an asymmetrical pocket vent over on the left-hand side, but nothing on the right-hand side. You're now getting dual pockets on either side. And we say this is a pocket because there's simply going to be a pocket over each chest panel, but there's also going to be a massive vent which actually works its way up the chest of the jacket and then over top of the shoulders, and then you can close that up in the colder months of the year when you don't want that extra airflow pushing over. So you can utilize those either pockets or vents. Cool little feature that we're not really seeing from anyone else. Highway 21's throwing that in there, and then you do have hand warmer pockets on either side, not to be confused with the massive amounts of vents that we're about to show you. So Mr. McHugh, face sideways, strike the riding position for me, my friend. So you have 3 vents on the bottom of this, and it's almost too many vents, right? So you're going to have a vent working its way from the front that's going to help to push airflow through. You're going to have a vent on the back of this that's going to work as your exhaust vent, and then you're going to have snaps on either side. And in the open position, if you open the vents up, you can put these snaps back, and it actually holds the vent open, which works really nicely. And then if that's still not enough airflow for you, you're going to have this massive pit vent that actually goes up and under the armpit to give even more airflow through. And actually, sorry about that, Pat, but I want to work all the way down. So that vent actually sits right below the elbow and then works all the way down. And this is almost overkill as far as a vent scheme is concerned. But for those of you out there that maybe you overheat very easily, this is going to be the maximum amount of vents that we're really seeing across the board from any manufacturer with a leather jacket. Now, as we work our way down the arms, One of the things that I noted on the Gasser jacket was that what looked like an extra layer of reinforcement at the elbow was really just decorative. It was just a single layer of leather. That's not so here. So you are getting the extra reinforced layer of leather over top of the elbow, working its way down the forearm, pop reflectivity on top of that, and now you're getting shoulder gussets. So you do have the shoulder gussets, which do help to give you that full cafe tuck if you are in more of that tuck position, or maybe you're reaching up for more of an ape hanger style bar. This just gives you that extra bit of stretch here, which is a lot better than the accordion stretch that we saw almost below the shoulder blade on something like the Gasser. Now a little bit of extra stretch at the bottom of this. If you do have a larger midsection, this just gives you that extra bit of comfort. Mr. McHugh, you may face backwards with the hand down. Simple, clean lines to the back of this. One of the things that I like is that there's not a ton of branding on this. It doesn't say Highway 21 everywhere. You do have reflective working its way across the top of the shoulders. The back pad in this is just that. It's just a back pad. And like we do with a lot of our jackets, we recommend you pull it out and get rid of it, as it's not going to do anything to keep you safe in the event of a crash, and replace it with a full-on back protector. Any of the Knox TP2 style back protectors will fit perfectly in here and will bump you up to CE level protection. Now the one thing that I do like is that it is a longer seat to this, so you do have full coverage where the pants end and the jacket begins. If you're someone that doesn't like a very short, sporty style jacket, this does give you that extra bit of length to it. Mr. McHugh, you may face forward. I'm going to have you go ahead and unzip for me. And we'll take a look at the right side first. Like I said earlier, there is going to be a full sleeve thermal and waterproof liner here. One of the things that I like about this is that it's comfortable and quilted on the inside, and then you can see you have there that waterproof layer on the outside, so it's not going to be something you can wear as a destination liner and still have that refined look. You could wear it if you absolutely wanted to, but the zip isn't going to be something that's going to work for that real destination style piece. But it is comfortable even if you're just wearing a t-shirt underneath, and you do have a pass-through for the earbuds up top with a Napoleon pocket over on the right-hand side. So if you want to put your iPhone or your iPod over here, you are going to have that pass-through for the earbuds. And then hold the other side open for me. There is going to be a concealed carry pocket. So for those of you out there that like to arm yourself while you're on your motorbike, there is going to be a concealed carry pocket over there with additional storage pockets on the inside of that thermal liner. Sir, let me go ahead and zip up for me. Now for those of you out there looking for a classic looking leather jacket, something with a bit of a cruiser cafe style to it that's not going to break the bank, coming in around the $360 to $400 price point depending on the size jacket you want, this is going to be an option for you to consider. There's a lot of riders out there utilizing Highway 21 jackets, and if you want to hear more about what those riders have to say, you can click the info button on your desktop or mobile device to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting the Highway 21 Gunner through its paces. If you have additional questions for one of our gear geeks as to which leather jacket is right for you, your riding style, or your size, you can always give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Highway 21 Gunner jacket. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.